7 retro designer bags that are back in style. Welcome to Luxfy. We talk about fashion, luxury, and basically all the best things life has to offer. Welcome to our video listing 7 retro designer bags that are back in style. Fashion is cyclical. Things that are deemed outdated will eventually come back in style. This cycle of fashion trends takes usually 20 years. Now in 2022, we are seeing fashion from the 2000s coming back in style. And for bags, it's the same thing. It bags from the late 90s and early 2000s are super popular now, and designers are relaunching their iconic styles. Here on this video, I'll show you 7 bags from 20 years ago that are back in style now. At the end of the video, there is a bonus fact about a bag that is not back yet, but I'm betting it will be in no time. So without further ado, here are 7 retro designer bags that are back in style. If you are new here, welcome. Please subscribe and follow us on Instagram at luxfy.com. Number 7. Prada Re-Edition 2000. This one you already knew about, right? One of the most popular bags from recent years, this retro style has a long history behind it. With a radical move in the 80s, Miuccia Prada challenged the idea of traditional luxury by introducing nylon in a sea of leather. The nylon handbag was originally conceptualized in 1979, then relaunched in 1985, but the real success of this bag is due to the 90s and early 2000s style. Prada recently released 2 new editions of the vintage nylon mini bag, the 2000 and the 2005. Both bags have the famous baguette semblance and are constructed out of a combination of Saffiano leather and nylon. This bag is one of the least expensive Prada bags you will ever find. The Prada Re-Edition 2000 is sold on Prada's website for $1,150, and the Prada Re-Edition 2005 with a shoulder strap is sold for $1,750. If you love the early 2000s revival happening right now, you will love this bag. And you can also be sure that due to the minimalistic look of the bag, the Prada Re-Edition will be with you for a very long time. Number 6. Louis Vuitton Croissant. This year, half-moon shape or croissant bags are having a renaissance, but the Louis Vuitton croissant bag was the OG. Discontinued since its release in 2002, the bag is a rare vintage gem to score. Lately, the monogrammed leather bag has been spotted on Bella Hadid's shoulder, making its return in a big way. Recently, Louis Vuitton presented a redesign of the croissant. Created by Nicolas Ghesquière for the Cruise 2022 collection, the loop bag is a half-moon baguette, inspired by the croissant bag from the house archives. It has a body-friendly compact shape and a chain for shoulder carry, as well as a crossbody leather strap. There is also a version in denim that will no doubt be super popular this year. It is made from a jacquard wave of the monogram pattern on what looks to be faded denim. So if you like the croissant design but can't find it in the resale market, you can opt for the loop for a similar style. The loop bag in monogram canvas is sold for $2,370. Number 5. Dior Saddle. The saddle bag was first created in 1999, at the peak of John Galliano's Dior tenure. Its initial appearance toed the line between what was considered high fashion and, for lack of a better word, ugly. Intended to be worn short-strapped and tied against the arm like a saddle, the accessory became an instant trend, sported by everyone from Beyoncé to Carrie Bradshaw. In 2018, Maria Grazia Chiuri relaunched this bag, and it has since become a part of the classic styles of the brand. The Dior Saddle bag takes its cues from the equestrian road. The inspiration can be seen in the graphic design of the now iconic asymmetrical flap that is reminiscent of a saddle shape. And the magnetic D is influenced by stirrup clasps, while the signature CD on each side makes the design distinctively Dior. The saddle has been back in style for a few years now, but it is still going strong. The Dior Saddle bag is sold for $3,800. Number 4. Prada Re-Edition 1995. Leave it to Miuccia Prada to take the Italian fashion house's timeless tote and make it feel fresh and new for the present day. A tried and true classic, the brand created an entire re-edition line of its 1995 tote bag, made popular by the ultimate muse of the era, Carolyn Bassett Kennedy. This handbag, a re-edition of an iconic Prada bag of 1995, was first presented in Prada's Spring-Summer 22 collection, and is characterized by its elegant geometric silhouette with distinct minimalist lines. Formal allure and practicality meet in its design, with a central zipper closure and 3 internal compartments, enhanced by the sophisticated accent of the silver screen-printed lettering logo. The accessory is made of fine brushed leather, an expression of the brand's expertise. This bag is elegant, minimalist, and would be an amazing everyday bag for 2022, and since it has just been launched, it is a fresher style than the ones I showed before. It is sold for $3,050. If you are enjoying this video so far, please subscribe to my channel, so I can continue to bring you the best content about fashion and luxury living. Number 3. Fendi Baguette. In 1997, when Prada minimalist bags were all people wanted, Fendi launched the first it bag in history, the Fendi Baguette. Designed by Silvia Venturini Fendi, she christened the bag the Baguette because the shoulder bag was made to sit comfortably under the arm in the very same way that the French are usually seen carrying their baguettes. Since its introduction, the Baguette instantly became one of the most sought-after bags in the fashion world, and more than 100,000 of these babies were sold in the first year alone. The show Sex and the City is a big part of why this bag became so famous. In 2019, the world saw the return of this iconic it bag, when the fashion house enlisted Sarah Jessica Parker and German influencer Caroline Daur in a new social media campaign. Over time, it has evolved into different sizes, materials, and colors. Each new season, there is a new Fendi Baguette for us to fall in love with. Today, 24 years after its debut, the Fendi Baguette remains a stylish it bag that is iconic of the brand. The Fendi Zucca Baguette is the most popular style of this bag. The vintage design is truly a staple. This Fendi Baguette is sold for $3,290. Number 2. Louis Vuitton Pochette Accessoires. The Louis Vuitton Pochette was originally designed to be an accessory to the Louis Vuitton bucket bag, but when it launched, it became so popular that it transformed into a handbag of its own. This bag's heyday was the 2000s. I'm sure you remember many celebrities strolling around with this bag on their arms. This bag is small but effective. It fits your keys, cell phone, and cards. In recent years, this bag has been growing in popularity once more due to Y2K trends, and in the vintage market, this bag's price is going up constantly. It is not easy finding one of these bags on a Louis Vuitton store, so the resale market has been the primary source of the pochette, making a vintage pochette be more expensive than a new one. A new Louis Vuitton Pochette Accessoires is sold for $1,290. Number 1. Balenciaga Motorcycle City Bag. The Balenciaga Motorcycle City Bag was originally designed in 2001 by Nicolas Ghesquière and has since seen many iterations. The most recent is the Neo-Classic. A reinvented silhouette, this bag is inspired by the lines of the city but with a highly structured silhouette. This bag has a number of names: the Lariat, which is how Ghesquière referred to the motorcycle, the city, and a recent iteration called the Neo-Classic, that debuted for Fall-Winter 2020 during current creative director Demna Gvasaly's tenure at the house. A little over 2 decades and 2 creative directors later, the city has proved itself to be a mainstay at the house. Although the city had its heyday in the 2000s, it never really disappeared. You could see a celebrity being photographed with one in hand from time to time. But now this bag is definitely in once more. Currently, the Neo-Classic retains 79% of its retail value, but according to Rebag, its retention value is sure to climb with the recent popularity growth. When asked why this bag was so popular, Nicolas Ghesquière said, "No logo, very light, very effective. There is something familiar with the vintage side. Women and girls thought it was something they would always have. You could be a Balenciaga girl with that bag." The Balenciaga Neo-Classic is sold for $2,650. Let me know in the comments below which one was your favorite. Comment below which brands you would like to know more about. And for sticking with us this far, here is some bonus information. A retro bag that will come back in style. The bag I'm betting will come back in style in the next few years is the Chloé Paddington bag. One of the most iconic it bags from the 2000s, the Paddington was designed by then creative director Phoebe Philo and was as rare as it was coveted. Vogue reported that in 2005, every one of the 8,000 bags produced by Chloé were already spoken for before even hitting the stores. Made of leather, the Paddington had softly rounded edges, giving it what has been described as a luggage feel. There were buckles on either end, and its most iconic feature was a leather-wrapped padlock, the key for which was suspended from a narrow tie attached to the hardware holding one of the two top handles. The scarcity of this bag made it an insider and celebrity favorite, which only made it more desirable. This bag was a hit in the early 2000s, but was considered out of style by the 2010s. We are now seeing the Balenciaga motorcycle city bag becoming fashionable again, so I'm curious to see if the same thing happens to the Clap Paddington. What do you guys think? Will this bag come back in style? Thank you for spending some time with us, and make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a video. In return, I'll provide you with the best content about fashion, travel, and luxury living. See you soon!